At this time, I would like to welcome up to the stage Paul Turner. He is the president of the SPCA. He and his wife are both on the board. They just have a new beautiful baby girl. We don't know how he manages it all, but he does. So let's hear it for Paul Turner.
Thank you. And thank you all for coming tonight. The Bow Valley SPCA has been around for 5.5 years now, and we've rescued 740 cats and dogs, which is a pretty remarkable number. We're trying to get at least 150 a year rescued, because those that get rescued get sent into homes forever, and that's what we're trying to do, just like Kathy's kittens. The SPCA is a large organization in a small bucket. We need a $250,000 budget every year to keep operating. And it's events like this, and we only do this signature event once a year, and our mutt strut and our calendar sales, to raise the money for that. We get nearly 65% of our money from donations from the very people that are sitting in front of me, as well as others throughout the year. And most of that money actually arrives in December, so we don't even know how well we do in a year until December 31st. But this year's looking pretty good, and from a full house, I think we're doing very well. Quick question, I'd like to know how many people have actually been to our shelter? Nice. Those of you that haven't, you need to. We are a no-kill, no-cage shelter. We're the only one in Canada, and I'm very proud of that. The philosophy we have is that every cat and dog deserves to live. We go through extraordinary measures every year to make sure that cats and dogs get what they need. I'm looking at the rescuer of Winnie from last year's fashion show with the bullet wound in the leg. We had her leg fixed because she was a year-old pup, deserves to be able to run and play like everyone else. This year we had a little kitten found behind the drake with a broken leg, dumpster diving, looking for food. We took Ella in and fixed the broken leg because, again, a little kitten deserves to play for the rest of her life with all 4 legs. So it's things like that we do that no other shelter does. Most other shelters would euthanize them, and that's just the harsh reality of it. So we also look at the animals that we have in our shelter that have been there for a long time. And tonight we're showcasing one dog in particular, and that dog is Shasta. There she is up on the screen. Shasta's, well, it says 5 years. She's been there about 6 now, 6 years old. She's been there for 4 years. And when we got her, she'd been living and rescued from a woman who was living homeless in a vehicle. And Shasta learned some nasty manners from that. So for a long time, we didn't even know how to train her. Didn't know what to do with her. And so we had her in isolation for a while, which is not a thing I'm proud of. But with more volunteers, some additional training of ourselves, we've learned how to train her. And I'm going to ask Roberta to bring Shasta up. Shasta was in the Canada Day Parade in Canmore this year, which we never thought we'd do, because she used to react to things like a pickup truck, people. She used to react to other dogs. And now, Shasta, she's the star of the show. Well behaved. Shasta. Good girl. Yeah. And fairly well trained. So we're very proud that we've got her to this point. Now we just need you people to get her to the next point, and that's to get her into a home. She deserves a home. We recently, there's the photo and the video of a recent homestay she had where we tried to see what she would be like in a home, and she's obviously been in a house before. So she knows what it's like, and the dog trainer that we had her at her house said that she was the best mannered dog she'd ever seen in a home. She needs a home. So if you know of anyone or you want to adopt her, Sonia White, our adoption center manager, is here tonight. And we'll process the adoption immediately. But my wife and I have done 2 years now of working with her, and it's been a long process, and she was such a reactive dog when we first started with her, and to get her to this point we're quite proud of, both as a couple and as a shelter, to get her to this point. And we think that if you know of anyone that would adopt this wonderful Great Dane Boxer mix, she'd love to be at home. So without further ado, I'd like to pass the show off to the MC, and we'll get on with the fashion show. And I thank you all for being here and supporting us.
Thank you. Wow, I talk louder than he does. And thank you, Shasta. Shasta's awesome. I spend a bit of time at the SPCA when I can, and I've hung out with Shasta before. She's a pretty awesome dog.